I have a World War II story concerning my ring, and it involved also two Clemson graduates. It had to do with my incarceration in a Japanese prison camp. The Bataan Death March occurred at the surrender of the American Filipino forces in April of 1942 on the Bataan Peninsula, which is off of the big island of Luzon, the largest island in the Philippine archipelago. Now, we started out on the march, and it soon became very plain to us there's a certain amount of terror in what's going on, because you saw people getting clubbed with a rifle, punched with a bayonet, and so we soon realized, look, as we made the march, that the guards were looking for rings, watches, and in some cases your shoes. We didn't have boots. I took my ring off and I rolled it up in my sleeve, I believe, so that from then on, I became very, very protective of the ring. Never to pull it out and look at it or anything else, but I knew where it was. I was in very, very bad health in prison camp, and there was no medicine, no way of improving your health. And I was teamed up with Henry Leitner and Otis Morgan. Henry was a class of 37, Otis a class of 38. And almost everyone had been stripped of all their personal possessions, especially things like watches, rings, shoes, things of that nature. But I'd managed to keep my ring hidden. And I never pulled it out. I always had it tied up in a little piece of rag, put somewhere, some place or another. And then when it got to where I was going to have to be put over in what they call the hospital area in the zero ward, because that's where they took people that couldn't do anything for us, and no one ever returned from there. Henry and Otis took care of me personally, and Otis learned a little bit of Japanese, and he became what we call an in-charge. Otis was able to let it be known that he knew of a gold ring for trade for food, and they mixed up chicken and rice, and they spoon-fed me because I had couldn't see very well for one thing, but I responded to that so well, my appetite was restored, my eyes cleared up, my feet cleared up, and I was whole again, so to speak. Well, I've often thought about my little gold ring which I'd hidden for so long, and I had no qualms about turning it over to Otis for this exchange, because there was nothing else that could be done. But I've always thought about that ring, and when I was married in 1947, my wife, as an engagement present, had my brother, who was a Clemson graduate, replace the ring. The representative, Mr. Waters of the graduate of Duke University, who is the contract person for the makers of the Clemson ring, at a very great surprise to me at the ring ceremony, presented me with this ring. And I've had it ever since, naturally, and take a great pride and glory in having a ring that fits, and one that I'm very, very proud of. That's what's so remarkable about this story. I love to tell it, because as I describe this turnaround from the benefits of the ring, it's saved my life. And that's people, I think, sometimes don't realize how serious I am when I say that it saved my life.